Whoa! 757 from Eric Sliger. 119 mile an hour. I think that might be top speed in Street 289 this weekend.
How quick is that?
The race run from both sides of the racetrack there.
188 to 190 mile an hour out of those two characters. That was awesome. Good work from Muhammad and Eric. That was a good race. Man, that was out of there. Oh, just when you think you're going to calm down, Mark, we got Patrick Long and Dan Smith, the Celica, the Mazda. We've got the RX-7, the Monster RX-7, up against the Fab Lab Celica, who would have most definitely got the wheel sand if we did it on a Friday.
Well, the good thing about this pass is I know Daniel Smith may have qualified down the order a little bit with an 851. Patrick Long was the number 3 qualifier, but Daniel Smith went 177 miles an hour, so he's got the horsepower there. He actually went 9 miles an hour more than Patrick Long.
Just had a look. Well, no, they weren't happy. You can see the crew. They all waved. They weren't happy with Patrick's burnout, so they quickly pushed him back, and they're making him do it. And you've got to be happy with that, because they were not happy with that burnout. It didn't light up. The boys weren't happy. They sent Patrick back into the burnout box, and he has done the right thing. There it is. But they're not warm now, Mark. They never will be. After that was a brutal step. So Dan Smith and the Celica, Patrick Long and the Mazda RX-7. Heads up, Street 289. This heads up racing, Mark, it's certainly exciting.
First to the finish line, the wins. Patrick Long, Daniel Smith in pre-stage, Long in pre-stage, Red, building up.
Looks like Pat has got it straightened up, and he gets the win with a 794. Not that it matters, he's first to the line. Patrick Long in the Monster Performance RX-7 will get the win. Dan Smith tried to reel him in, but it was never going to happen because Patrick Long got a little bit loose close to the side, to the centre line, but didn't matter, mate.
That might even be a PB for Patrick Long, the way the crew are cheering.
183.
Big, yeah.
183 mile an hour, so well done to the Monster Performance crew. Well done, that was exciting.
Huge speed from Patrick Long.
He had to drive it too.
That was not a clean pass.
No, he had to drive that thing, Mark, didn't he? He earned it. He earned it big time. So Chris Adams, the mighty little tech part Datsun, gets the solo pass. He gets to head this little 8-second Datsun, and he's just going to, oh look, there's a cat, look, I love this. Sunday probably still be under 143 mile an hour with just a casual ride down to the locals.
Modified 10-5 to the lane speed, modified 10-5 to the lane speed with entry there urgently.
Looks like we might have Mr. Billy Nabin here. Auto Tow Escort. Now every time this thing gets out of the line, goes kind of right, straightens it up. So Bill lines those big bags up from the 13 big turbo. We get to see, well, what's the launch on this thing? Bill is one of these guys where he says, look, you're typically one lane, but I like to pretend that there's some cones in the middle of them. And this car does launch a little bit right. He had it sideways earlier on. The thing just was on a mission. So, but one thing's for sure, when Billy Nabin rides, it's never boring.
Not at all, mate. This weekend it's getting quicker for him. The Auto Tow That was fun to watch. That was just fun to watch.
Billy Nabbin, the hook is never boring. That's it. Let's have that. Billy Nabbin, never boring. 180 mile an hour and sideways to the first half of the track with 140 mile an hour half track sideways. No, really?
That was awesome. That was so good. That's a drive job. When you're talking about driving a car as well, like that, to keep it as central as he did as well with what it was doing, like that was a good drive job. Didn't back out of it. Picked the wheels up once it finally grew.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, will be good to have a look at some point in time. Probably when I get home and I'll have a little look at the replay on that because that was tidy. Bill, just the entertainer. As I said, Bill needs to have that on his car. Someone needs to say, "I'm Bill Nabbin and I'm never boring." I love it. It was good. So what have we got coming up, Mark? It looks like I can see the All Motor guys there. I can see the VW and I can see the Fiat X19 just about to come round. So we're getting into the sharp end of the day.
Yeah, we've got All Motor, we've got Modified Compact.
It's almost 5 p.m.
Modified 10.5 tournaments. We've got semi-finals for Street Compact as well. So Street Compact to the lanes, please. You've got your semi-finals, so Street Compact to the lanes, please. And we know a couple of our finals already. So we know in the J27 final we've got Jenny Lansdowne and Steve Farrell, and we know in the J31 finals we've got Reese Carkeet and Guy Hall.
We did see an absolutely wild skip there from Mr. Carkeet too. Probably put himself almost in contention. Nice work. When I'm at work, we have dividers in between the different people in the work bays. Like
we need the partition.
We need those to stop Rusty Gregory and Chris Eagles commentating.
And they had their turn, and they're still going on, aren't they, in the background?
Right, they've had their turn. if we're at kindergarten or we're at primary school, there's usually saying, whoa, Chris and Rusty, you've had your turn. Let Mark and Terry have their little
turn,
son.
Look at the burnouts and the wheel stands.
I'll give it one thing. It's never not funny in this commentary box with all the boys. It's been a fun 2 days. Feels like 4 days. If I'm working on a Mayan calendar because that's how it feels. But so we are waiting. It does look like we will be having All Motor come round. But a big shout out to everybody out there who's watching at home. Hope you're not too stonkered by now, just having a good afternoon, sitting there with your feet up, watching on the telly or watching on your device, wherever you are around Australia or around the world. Thank you for tuning in. But a big shout out to everyone over there in the grassy area. Those people are just here, and a big wave to you guys. How good are you? You're here. They're just committed to the mighty Jamboree cause. And look, everyone in the grandstand, give us a wave. Look at you, beautiful people. Just said, look. They're consistent. We talk about consistency in drivers. We've got consistency in spectators.
We do.
They just turn up, they stay, they don't move. I reckon they're saying, oh, when these guys say it one more time about go get merch, we're not going to. We're staying here. But I will tell you, go see the ladies in the merch. I'm sure they've got stuff still to sell. And if you don't go home with something from the merchandise tent, there's going to be questions asked at home. So what did you get me, darling? How was the race?
That's true, actually. That is true.
And it's Dad's Day coming up. I mean, sure, if Mum's here without Dad or Dad's here without Mum, I don't care. Go get yourself something because and get something to take home because, look, I'd be upset. My wife's probably going to be upset when I go home with nothing.
That's a good point. You're making a good point.
Give me a shirt or something. No, I'm sorry. I was too busy commentating. So look, you guys have got no excuse. You can still take your device, you can walk around with it, you can watch it, the live stream, and you can get yourself a cool shirt.
Subscribe to the live stream as well. If you haven't
subscribe to the live
stream. The Jamboree page.
And mate, there's thousands on there.
My page.
Pete, there's thousands watching.
Subscribers we up to? It was up to 3,000, I think we heard earlier.
Yeah, so we got 3,000.
Mate, it's cracking.
I'm catching up.
Well, we've actually got Dave here, right? Mate, how many did you say so far have we had log in, log out for the so far in the day and a half or thereabouts? Was it just over 16,000?
16,000, that's incredible.
So whether they've all had to go there,
Yeah.
we talked about it earlier, Dave and I were chatting. They've all had to go there. They've all had to physically log on, get on there, and that's how many people have done it. That's impressive. That's how much the love for Jamboree is. Ooh. Mark just was looking, thinking he had a voice in his head, but it was actually Rick from upstairs. He said there might be some grudge runs before the finals. Is that right? Is that what I heard?
Maybe. I don't know.
So, well,
We'll just do what we're told, mate. And
3,335 subscribers on the Jamboree channel. There should be more than that.
should be more, definitely. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
So subscribe,
Yeah,
guys.
hit it, chat.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
because we've got another couple of Jamborees to go. We've got Adelaide to come. We've got Sydney. No, Sydney's done. There's Sydney. We've got Adelaide. Where else? Where else are we going?
That's it, mate.
That's it?
That's it.
Adelaide. Beautiful Adelaide. Radelaide, as they call it.
Oh, well, that's one thing we really haven't spoken about this weekend is the Jamboree Championship as well. You crown the champion at the end of the season.
Or they do that down in Adelaide, do
Yeah,
they?
they do that in Adelaide, yeah.
Why does Adelaide get all the fun?
I actually printed off the
Seriously, we've got a 2-day event here. Why does Adelaide get all the fun?
So Joe Gauchi's actually leading the championship, but he didn't come this weekend, so it's a
No.
real chance. Like Jason Studley was second,
And he's
he went 0 from 2 in that first
yeah, he's 0 from 2. So when we look at the others, so Jay Sadecki's not here. Alex, well, I'll tell you what, how far down do you have to go before we find some guys that are actually here today racing?
Simon I know
Simon
he's,
I know, yeah.
he's in there. So you do have that championship, and the winner of that I think is they win the.
Remember your spot again.
So some of these guys are in the mix. It'll be interesting when they count those points up. See who decides to take the trek to Adelaide and see if they can keep those points rolling along. So it looks like we might have a little bit of prep. So we might go to a he's just going to do a drag, I think. Yeah, so we might go to pay a few bills there, Mark. We might go to give a bit of love to our beautiful sponsors.
Hi guys, Herman from Platinum Racing Cars, and I'm here at Sydney Gradeway to unveil our first new prototype RB launch.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird,
Oh, that's mine.
the Combi for when we want to get away, the XR range.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannons,
We've also got Shannon's home contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools, and memorabilia at the moment garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannons. Insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
Performance tuners and racers trust Bosch technology for their high-performance engines. Precision, reliability and performance. Bosch fuel injectors give you peace of mind, knowing your engine is getting the best fuel delivery. Race after race, year after year. Optimised spray formation for improved combustion, smoother power delivery and better throttle response. Bosch fuel injectors will put you ahead of the competition. Search Bosch Motorsport Australia. There's good, there's better, and then there's Bosch. Yeah, first ever Jambo, first ever correction.
All right, we're now moving back into racing. We have got.
We are just about to go into some very quick cars. We've got Norgemus and Guy King. And after we've just seen one of the wildest runs from Billy Navin. So, Mark.
And I go, oh yeah, that'll
Modified 10-5.
Up against the Corolla. Choose you want to be. What do you want to be? Corolla fan, Datsun fan? Doesn't matter. This is heads up. This will be full on. Noor needs to get out quick because Guy King's coming and he's packing some serious top end. So he needs to just do what he has to do, Mark, and trust that Guy might get something a little bit askew. Light the tyres up.
And there's always that possibility for Guy King, but working in Guy King's favour is that it is cooling down now as well, so the track's going to come around a little bit for everyone as the sun sets here at Willowbank Raceway. We are in a mainline, a smart dyno technology, modified 10.5, both cars pulling into stage. The sun is setting here at Willowbank Raceway. The 2024 Jamboree, modified 10.5, round number 3.
Yeah, track's hot. Track's hot, air is cooler, this will be nice. .759 at 191 is all he needed to do, because have a look at Jamas, 822 at 175 miles an hour out of that little Datsun.
It was a good race.
He brought the package at the end there, didn't he?
Gemma's had the whole shot. Guy King needed the horsepower to go around him. 191 miles an hour gets the win.
That was close. It was close as it can get. But Guy King in that mighty little Corolla, 191 in the top end, 175 in the top end for Jamas. That was a good run, good drag race.
Okay, looks like we've got a solo pass here now for Joshua Moore. I don't think Josh has lost a round of racing here today.
He's been
2 from 2.
I'll tell you what, he was one of the racers though, Mark, and who has been testing during the week, and it shows. The guy has got a good, Josh has got a good grab of this track, and he's using it to his advantage, to the mighty Barra utility.
So I'm just wondering if Josh will do a full pass here, if he's going to be 3 from 3.
Yeah, well,
he'll be into the final modified 10-5, like unofficially, if he has a solo pass anyway. It looks like he does, so he's moving forward. So he might just go straight to stage, and that's what he's going to do. So we call for you, Terry.
Yeah, look at that.
So if you're going to be 3 from 3, knowing that you're going to make the final, not officially just yet, why would you risk it for the biscuit just now? So he's accepted the green, gets the win, and we might see Josh in the final for modified 10-5.
So nice work there from Josh. That was very clever. That is a racer who wants to win. That is someone who's been here, who's been putting time in this track already before this meeting, who is saying, look, this is serious to me. I want one of those J's. I want to take one out.
Well, sometimes you've got to look at the situation, like, what do I get out of this situation? I'm going to be in the final.
Yeah.
You know, what do I get by
the risk?
Pushing the car when the turnaround time isn't that much between this run and the final. So sometimes it's just what you do. You take the solo and
you don't run the risk.
Might be the same case here for Rob Cady. Because we've had a few cars break as well. We're seeing solo buses in that should have been lined up against each other. They had to be done, but they're broken.
And the turnaround's not going to be very far before they go into a final too. So
I'm just wondering if Rob Cady is
So the mighty little
that was interesting, no burnout. Straight to stage and then did a proper launch.
We know the car is capable of 7.8, so we know that was just a routine run. That was just like a Sunday afternoon drive up Mount Tamborine, or whatever the equivalent is in Glenella, up central Queensland. I'm sure they've probably got more mountains up there. probably more attractive mountains up there as well.
So that should bring it close to round 3 of main line smart dyno technology modified 10.5.
It's going to get loud, Mark. Did you know it's coming?
All motor.
How did you know that? How did you know?
Thanks to Castrol Edge for all motor support this weekend. Round number 3.
So here it is. We can see Trent Bianco already here, lined up. The Mighty Beatles, all in the house. All motor. We've still got a few to. These guys are running.
They're running round robin,
Round
so
robin.
we'll see members for all motor here in this round of racing. And then the 2 finals will be the 2 drivers with 3 wins or the most wins, and if there's a count back, if there's a tiebreaker, so you get more than 2 drivers with 3 wins, I'll go back to closest to dialing. We might be having a sun break here possibly.
We're not too sure. We're all having a look down the track. Very.
That would be my guess, is the sun break, because the sun is setting here at Willowbank Raceway.
Looking down that track very mysteriously.
Not sure if the drivers just yet though. So it is still a little bit high up there.
I'm not too sure, Mark. I think there might be. We're not getting any information on our screen, so there might be maybe something else.
I'll just do I'll let you know. I know who the Street 289 finalists will be. Chris Adams and Mohammed Salami.
Right, nice.
Street 289 Euro finalists are Stuart Twiddell and Haley Menz.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. So we know those finalists.
We know those finalists, so that's
Chris
good.
Adams and Mohammed Salami in Street 289, and Euro Stuart Twiddell and Haley Menz.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Mohammed, he's been super consistent. So those 2 boys in the final, it's been impressive. It'll be good to see.
It'll be a good race, yeah.
As we wait, we're not too sure what is going on. But
we haven't had any official word yet here in the commentary
they
box.
said that they can start the skid. So
There we go. All right.
So they're in the water box. They can do their deed. So Trent Bianco and Nick Metz, of course. 5 for Nick. Trent Bianco at 1080. So we get X19. So Nick has gone quicker than that 1080 dialing. That maybe he's just knowing he wants to keep a little bit up his sleeve. Maybe he's thinking that I've got to do some chasing. I've got to chase Nick. Maybe he knew that I've got to chase Nick in that Beetle. Again, whatever you mean.
Be in the back of my mind, just with the rolling there, knowing that there is certainly be in the back of my mind.
Chase
If there's something like not knowing the jar or anything like that.
The double D, wasn't it? He breaks out Henry and it's like, there you go. Threw the baby out with the bathwater. Did it all.
Take them any way you can get them.
That is it. So looks like Jason Strudley will have the buy. We can see the 808 RX coming through. I'm not too sure. There it is. Andrew Stavropoulos. That's not right. 12.95 for Andrew and 11.86 6 for Jason. Now we've got it right.
Now it's right, bro. So I'm thinking, well, Andrew, 12.95.
Andrew would have had kittens.
Yeah,
Would have looked up and said, what am I doing? Dialing it at a 9-9.
Well, it's actually up to the driver's responsibility to check the dialing before they go on stage.
The story of the Stelton Drag, someone didn't correct their time and they lost. So Stoodley will get out and have to chase in that RX3.
So once that driver goes to full stage, that means they've accepted whatever dial is on the scoreboard.
And now he's in. Andrew's in. Jason will know he's gone in. Jason would have been there.
Still in front of half track.
He's on the brakes, he's on the brakes, he's on the brakes. And he hit 12, 960 on that 845, but the car wasn't happy at half track, but that's okay.
It doesn't matter, it's not a solo. And I think this weekend looking good for Greg. I think he can make a real move in that Jamboree Series point. With Ellie, so
He's here, he's doing the deed. He's come all the way from Silverdale and he's grabbing some points, some nice points. So Cale Fothergill, the rotary action Mazda RX3 still in the mix, all the way from beautiful Narangba. 1370 for the old school 13V aspirated RX3. So Cale says, you just need to go right on that dial, let's be honest, mate. It's what you need to do. Oh, pops the front wheel up. Car wasn't happy after that full wheel stand. There she goes. So that means we are moving into our street compact. Mr. Mark Allen. So Cale goes through. After that little wheel stand, the car was having a bit of fun there. So nice work there.
Dale, might be moving into street compact.
We most certainly are. You can see Zach Anderson there. Of course, our Northerner in the house as well. so Zach Anderson and Haley Scott. So a 12.37 for Zach in the Ford. The skyline of Haley Scott all the way from Mackay, a 10.42 dial in. So Haley to chase, Zach to head off first.
So
As I said,
in that last round of racing, the fourth round of racing for street compact, Haley had the better reaction time
Yep.
of these two drivers, but Zach was actually closer to his dial.
his dial.
Yeah,
So choose your choose what you feel is the better. Dialing, light, here it comes. Scott Anderson. Oh, 213 for Zach. Oh, Haley's gone. Zach Anderson will not mind at all. Zach will be staring down that track. He will see that win line, and he'll be saying, I'm in with a big chance here today. I'm in with a big chance. 12.42 on a 12.37 with a, well, let's say an average 213. You know what it takes like a gun light. So, but Haley Scott, she's handed to him like a little gift. There's a red light gift there for you, Zach.
well, Zach is one of our finalists in street compact.
Yep.
Big thank you to Platinum Racing Products bringing us here to the semi-finals. And the other finals is going to be this man, Michael Osborne.
Oh,
He's got
of
a
all-
solo pass.
Of all the guys that tuna racing, Michael Osborne, 10.06 in the highlights. That's a good, that's a good pairing for races for the final.
Osborne was actually good off the dial and Zach. And a quite big chunk actually as well, 1300 over his dial, 10.9. But I don't think that Osborne's probably going to tighten that up, otherwise
Anderson might get him.
Anderson might get him. Like just on that last run.
Yeah, that's right. So Michael might get him on the tree. But I tell you what, you need to have that Zach tight. So there we go. That's a classic, isn't it, Mark? Just the combinations of what you need to do to win.
Well, it's a race of both ends, so you've got to be close to your dial, you've got to be good on the tree as well. And there's a little bit of a tailwind now as well, just looking around the way. There's a bit of a breeze blowing down track.
But Mark, we didn't see, you and I were discussing it earlier, when the first round came through. We called all those qualifiers yesterday in those street compact. No one was really hitting the tree well. No one was really doing what they were supposed to. First up this morning, you and I were sitting here going, who has turned up? Have they put different drivers in these vehicles? Because everyone was on the money.
It was chalk and cheese from yesterday
Oh,
today.
mate, it was so, the quality of racing from those street compact guys just went up 10 levels when they turned up this morning to race. It was impressive.
We also have an award for the best light of the day.
Oh, who's got it so
So far it's Troy Lewis who went double.
You'd think someone surely would knock that over. But, no. Still got some time.
Maybe still plenty of action to come forward here at the Jamboree, brought to us by Garrett Advancing Motion and Fuel Tech. Now we're moving into the next round of racing for modified compact. So this should be semi-finals for modified compact.
It most certainly should. We got the all motor finalists, which will be Nick Betts and Ben Wilkinson. There you go. So Martin Whelan, Ross, Falcon, the Gatto Repairs, Black Track Ford, the Promaz RX3, the Victorian versus the New South Welshman. Martin and Ross, 850 for Whelan and 868 for Hilliard Vinto. So not much in it, Mark.
Not much at all. 0.18 of a second between the two drivers. Who will go through to the final of modified compact? Will it be Martin Whelan? Will it be Ross Fulvito here in the Master, has it got the legs? It's in front. He goes too quick. It's a double breakout. Ross Fulvito will get the win though. 867 on his 868 gets the win. Martin Whelan goes 847 on his 850 and breaks that by more.
Mate, I don't want to put the downer on Martin's run, but seriously, both of them breaking out. You would think with the 0.53 that Ross would be like he should have got the win, and he has.
And he has. He has 867 double breakout.
That was a good race.
Peter will go through to the final of modified compact.
Good race there from both those competitors. That was tidy. That was excellent. That was a good race. That was almost like a final race. That was impressive. When you got a boat break out, you know that it's tough.
Oh, that's it. I know. I can give you some more finalists now. Modified 10.5 finalists will be Rob Cady and Joshua Moore.
Oh, okay, yep.
So Rob Cady, Joshua Moore in the final of Modified 10.5, and all motor finalists will be Nick Bence and Ben Wilkinson. So all motor finalists will be Nick Bence and Ben Wilkinson.
Ah, this is good. We're getting some finalists now, so that means we are getting close to getting our finals, and we'll be getting underway, and everyone will be able to head home after saying what an awesome 2 days of racing here at Garrett Advancing Motion Jamboree.
It's almost
How
like
good.
a week long now with all the testing days that they have lead up to it.
Yeah, some of the races have probably been camped out and probably eating bacon and sausages every day.
I think I've seen photos of some of the teams setting up on Monday
Well, that's
last
good.
week, so that is literally almost a week for them.
Well, I
Or
guess-
will be by the time, because I'm sure they're probably not packing up tonight.
Well, I would think if you're coming from interstate, Mark, there's probably a good idea if you come here a couple of days early before you do testing. You probably want to head down if you've got kids, maybe you have a sneaky little bit of time off school and take them down to down the things down the coast and everything. So,
Oh yeah, a lot of teams do that. Yeah.
So I think it's probably a good time. You probably might use it as a holiday, and what a holiday to have. Jamboree is the festival, and that's the holiday you want to be at. So as we wait for our next crew to come forward, everyone's just checking out this beautiful sunset. It's just about to creep down on us.
It might actually be Rusty and Chris going onto the microphone now looking at this.
It might very well be. It could be the boys. So we might go to a little bit of a quick break and give our sponsors a bit of love while the guys are scraping the track back, and we will hand over to the able voices of Mr. Chris Diggles and Rusty Gregory.